Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy, the DFS Overlord, back again with another video. Today is Monday, February the 13th. I'm coming back at you with 3 new NBA player props. We have been 3 for 3 for the last 2 days. We hit all 3 of our props on Saturday, and yesterday I gave you Fred VanVleet, Robert Williams, and Jaden Ivey to go over all their point totals. So that's 2 days in a row that we hit all 3 of our props. So if you're not subscribed, man, go ahead, like this video and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm giving some good plays, and I got 3 more today that I feel like are going to be money in the bank. Let's start with Jared Allen now. I'm looking at Jared Allen's rebounds and his points. I did notice that they don't have a point line for him. For the rebounds, they got it set at 10.5, which means that they probably are looking for him to get like 17 points. If you look at his rebounds over his last 5, you will see that he's averaging 11.2 over his last 5. And this man can put up points and he can get boards. Now, let's go to props.cash. If you're not using props.cash or anything similar to find like plays, you're out here just guessing. You know, stop guessing, start winning. If you want access to try this tool, the link is in the comment below. This is what I've been using. But like I said, let's go to Jared Allen here and see what we have. So like I said, I am targeting his points and rebounds, and this man's been on a roll, man. The last 6 games in a row, he's gone over the 27.5 line. As you see, Detroit, he put up 35. He's putting up 30 plus in all the matchups except against Memphis, and he was able to get it against Memphis, who's a tough rebounding team. So look at who he's playing today. He is playing the San Antonio Spurs, which I have said in the past is the worst defense. Look at the points allowed here, 122 points a game. The rebounds allowed, they're 21st in the entire NBA. The center defense, they're bad against the center. So I like Jared Allen to continue this run he's been on. You know, although it looks like the sportsbooks have this line favored to come under, one thing that I would say will probably be a catalyst for the under is the blowout risk. The blowout risk is something that I am worried about in this game. Originally, I thought about taking the Isaac Okoro point total for my prop instead of Jared Allen. That's another one I like. They got his line at 7.5, and although this man doesn't really score like that a whole bunch, he's playing the San Antonio Spurs, man. I feel like he can fall into 8 or 9 points. As we see, he put up 20 against Indiana. He went over 10 against Washington and Memphis. So I do like the Isaac Okoro as well. This is not part of my 3 plays that I have. I'm going to really just focus on Jared Allen to go over the 27.5 points and rebounds prop, and that's going to be our first play for today. Let's go to our second. So for my second play, I'm looking at my good old friend Walker Kessler here. Now, last time I went with Walker Kessler with his points, he let me down. As we see his last 5, I think it may have been this game. He went under there, but he dropped 23 against Toronto, 16 against Memphis, 13 against Dallas, another 2 against Indiana. I hope it's not a thing with Eastern Conference teams that he has a problem with. But let's go back over to props.cash and kind of see what we're working with Walker Kessler and these points. Now, it looks like the sportsbooks have him favored to go over. This is points rebound, sorry. For his points, yeah, the sportsbooks have him favored to go over. And I mean, look at this. Indiana isn't that good of a team as far as their points allowed. They're 22nd, 21st in field goals allowed. They're 20th against the center, which is like pretty below average. They allowed a 3, which I don't think Walker Kessler shoots 3s. But I mean, look at his last few games. 6 out of the last 10, he's gone over this number. Like I said, he dropped that 23 against Toronto. He dropped another 17 against Toronto. So he's pretty consistent between his 2 performances against Toronto. Last time he played Indiana, he dropped 20. So, I mean, if we can get him to drop even 13 points, I mean, that'd be good for this line right here. I feel like this is a play that we can really cash in with. As you see, these are the past few centers that Indiana has played. Biyombo really doesn't count because he's like off the bench, but Ayton went over. Jared Allen went over. Mobley went over. Thomas Bryant, when he was with the Lakers, went over. I mean, so I really like Walker Kessler to go over here. You can also look at his rebounds as well, although he's gone under this line a lot. They got him set at 10.5. Indiana allows, they're 28th in rebounds allowed, and you see he got 15 against New York, 14 against Toronto. He really likes playing against Toronto. So, yeah, I mean, we could look at his points and rebounds as well. They got it at 22.5. So he would need about 11 rebounds, 11 points. As you see, he's been over that for the last 10. I mean, their defensive stats fall in line with the points and rebounds as well. As you can see, 22nd in points allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed. But I'm not going to stress about the rebounds. I'm going to just focus on this point total because he's showing that he can drop buckets on them. And that is going to be our second play, Walker Kessler to go over 11.5 points. Now, here is our last play. Now, for my last play, I wanted to target Julius Randle's assist, but I'm looking on Prizepicks, and I do not see his assist on here anyway. One thing you got to know about Prizepicks, they're real tricky. If you see that a prop isn't on there, like not just like the player's not on there completely, look at all these Julius Randle's props. Why wouldn't they put his assist on there? Because they know that he can go over in a big way. Let me show you what I mean. So I targeted Julius Randle's assist a few games ago, and I hit on that. And although looks like they have him favored, oh no, they have him heavily favored to go over. Look at that. A 3.5 prop. The man can get upwards. Oh, look, he played Brooklyn last time. He had 8 assists against Brooklyn. So, I mean, he's playing Brooklyn, although it says that they don't allow a lot of assists. I mean, he had 8 against them. He's getting 5 and 6 and 7 and 7 and 6, and this guy's a power forward. So I think that's why Prizepicks, they're like, okay, we're not going to make it easy for you guys and put Julius Randle at 3.5 because, you know, he's going to go over that. So let's see if they have points and assists. So maybe this points and assists can be a little bit interesting. I'm not really too sure about Brooklyn's. Looks like they're well, they got him a center defense, but he's more of a power forward. But 22nd against center defense. He likes to shoot the 3. They're bad at defending the 3. It looks like he had 19 points against them. So as far as points and assists are concerned, 29.5, they may be a little bit high. Looks like he went under that number by 3 last time. So I really don't like points and assists all that much. If I look at the rebounding, it looks like Brooklyn allows a lot of rebounds. So you know what? I think the Julius Randle prop that we should go with is this rebounds and assist prop. We know that he gets a lot of assists. That's why they didn't put it on there. He averages, I want to say, somewhere in the realm of 10.8 rebounds on the season, 10.4 over his last 10, and 10 over his last 5. And I don't know how he got 10.5. I'm sure they played Brooklyn more than once. So he's averaged in 10.5 rebounds on the season against Brooklyn. So even if he can get 10 or 11 rebounds and get 4 or 5 assists like I expect him to get, he would still go over this number easy. He can even get 15 rebounds. I mean, let's just keep it real. Julius Randle, look at this, 14 rebounds, 13 rebounds. So, and the fact that Brooklyn is bad at rebounding, the fact that Julius Randle shows that he can dish the ball out playing Brooklyn. The assists are heavily favored. I really like this Julius Randle over 14.5 rebounds and assists for our last play. So these are pretty much the plays I'm going to be looking at, man. I expect this line to go up. I think throughout the day, this is probably going to hit 15 or maybe even 15.5. So I will hop on that Julius Randle line ASAP. That over 14.5 rebounds and assists. I like Walker Kessler over 11.5 points. And I like Jarrett Allen over 27.5 points and rebounds. If you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate it again if you gave it a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you were also able to use some of those Super Bowl picks that I gave you in my Super Bowl video, man. I was on Devontae Smith over on his receiving yards, that Jalen Hurts fantasy score. I told you Kelsey was going to score. I was disappointed that Goddard didn't get in the end zone. And I was also disappointed that Harrison Butker missed that first kick because we would have got that over 1.5. But I gave you about 3 to 4 good plays in that video. So, yeah, man, I'm going to keep pumping these videos out. NBA is my jam, my main jam. So we're going to ride out the rest of this week into All-Star Week. Fire up these 3 plays, man. Comment below what you like, what you don't like. If some plays that you want, that you're playing, let me know what you're doing, man. And until my next video, I'm going to catch you guys later on. Peace out. Happy betting, people.